Hi, guys, and welcome to this episode of the Just My Opinion podcast. Over here on the Just My Opinion podcast, we talk about entertainment and lots more. So feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button if you're interested in topics like that. The title of our show, Just My Opinion, meaning it's just my opinion, it's just the ambassador's opinion. So feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. We always look forward to hear from you guys. Let's get to it. Hi, Ambassador.
Hello, people. It's your boy Ambassador again doing his thing.
So, during a recent interview, Prince Enobi had this to say. He said, personally, I think I would have expected more for what I did. Let's be fair, more recognition because now this is me telling my own story. But sincerely speaking, if we were fair, this was not me telling my own story. They wouldn't know that there was an era where we had to trek from Boya to Moya to Moyoka to literally share CDs of rhythms like one snack bar to the other snack bar. Now, music I think is a little easy. In those days, there was no internet. We'd had to literally physically move. They would not know that. So, for those who are not familiar with Prince Enobi, this is one of the, I would say presently one of the biggest event organizers in Cameroon. When Ex Malaya came to Boya, he was the brains behind that. With this Ada, this Nigerian gospel singer, what's her name? Ada A. Yeah, when she
Yeah.
came to Boya, he was also behind that. So he has been behind a lot of big concerts that have taken place in Boya. So and we know after an artist releases a song, puts it out there, gets a fan base, their ability to sell more copies and gain popularity and make more money depends on these stores and these shows and all of that. So he has been the brains behind a lot of this. So I would say he has really done a lot for the entertainment scene. So him making this statement, and I can remember sitting in a bus and I think it was how they call this comedian Sparkle, him coming to sell his CD. So I can remember those days when I would sit down and I would see somebody coming to sell a CD, come to sell either it's a movie, comedy show, a song, or all that. So definitely with the internet, a lot of things have changed, but then we need to remember like we have really gone a very long way. So from his statement, yeah, I feel like he's saying like he needs to have more recognition, more accolades needs to be given to him. Do you feel like people don't recognize him enough?
So I'm really going to dive into this because I've said it often on Chakara TV. Like I've been involved in the industry, had a label, signed a couple of artists, lost a couple of millions. I guess those artists might even say that I did not lose any millions. Yeah, but I lost a couple of millions, dissolved everything, rebuilding, and I'm trying to come out now with some formula of how music should actually work, or how we can actually make money. So I'm doing a lot of things behind the scene. That being said, I think it's not like when we read this, taken out of the context, it sounds like somebody who's asking for recognition. I don't think he's asking for recognition. He's just saying that normally he should not be the one coming to tell people that this is what he had done. Because now it sounds like you are boasting or you are trying to hear. But if others had been grateful enough to say that this is what he had done, he would not have to be the one saying it. That being said, I think I come from a school of thought of gratitude being very important, speaking out things into the universe. And I think these are artists don't even know. But when you don't valorize what somebody has done for you, but you are praying to get more of that thing, you are sending mixed signals to the universe. This is what this person you are praying for more of that thing. You have not appreciated what this person did for you, and you're even talking bad things or negative about what he has done for you. Somebody are telling the universe, I don't need more of these things, but I'm asking for more of these things. Which one do you want? The universe is confused, and the universe might just keep quiet, and you say that God has forgotten you. No, God has not forgotten you. The universe is just confused on what to say. That's just me, my own kind of thinking, my own deep thinking. Story for another thing. Coming to this issue here, I think we see a lot of artists, like Enobi is one of those guys who we might have opinions about him, but I always tell people, until I'm sure I can do better or I have done better, I don't start trying to criticize what somebody is doing. Because when it's all said and done, when Enobi stopped organizing the kind of events he used to organize in Boya, nobody has done it. All the trumpets that were blowing and giving ideas and saying how we can do it better, all those ideas have stayed in their mouth and have swallowed it. They have not come now to, he has given space. Okay, now there are no more, come and do your own events. And that's one of the things killing our industry. This over-service syndrome, which okay, at times is misused in every direction. But I also think like people should learn to sit in their place and respect what people have done at least. So this is one of the guys, like, he's not just an event organizer. Enobi was an artist manager. Enobi managed like Daphne's when Daphne did not yet have a career like that. Under was it no hits, no record or something like that.
No hits, no
I
record.
went to the studio a couple of times, had a couple of encounters with him here. No hits, no record here. Where rhythms came, he managed Ex Malaya. If we recall what Ex Malaya was back in the day, for him to have managed Ex Malaya or at least had some management interactions with them or at least organized events for them, brought Ex Malaya to Boya, brought some of the biggest artists. I remember he had some regular things he used to do after trade fair about. I cannot remember exactly when. Those kind of events. And then, because the ecosystem of music is one in which there's a lot of work done behind the scene, but if we don't get to the end of the value chain, like where we are now maybe selling tickets or selling merch or selling CDs, it looks like all of the work we have done has no use. People start getting frustrated, taking drugs, getting mad, calling upon themselves, but the bottom line is just poverty. There's no money. People are angry. They're hungry. That's just it. So Boya became a very healthy ecosystem for artists. We all just thought that okay, maybe Boya is just blessed. No, it's because the chain we did not really have a well-organized chain, but some, should I call it, baby steps, segments of this chain had been built of some things like labels, some people acting like managers or friends who are now their manager. There were some events going on. So that whole chain of make music, push it out, it blows up on the street. You have an event that you can be called up for, at least you get that accreditation of an artist that become popular a bit in the town. That was just it. So it was a very healthy ecosystem where all of the Daphne's, Leo, Salatiel, even those who were blowing up in, I remember like the video where okay, they had to use my car. And people like Minx were coming to town. You hear, what's her name? These Bikusi people, Lady Punks has come to Boya. Some of these old school Mascosa guys will come into Boya. Boya was that place because they had that whole ecosystem in check. But instead of people to support Enobi, because I'm one of those guys who when I see most of the time, I just be like, hey, what are you up to now? I remember the last time I met him at the GO's office or so, he told me I was selling some tickets for some gospel thing. I'm not really a gospel guy like that. I'm not even too much an event guy like that. What's the ticket? Okay, I'm going to buy VIP. Yes, take, bam. I may not have the millions to come and suck and funding the whole of these events, but at some of those things, whenever I have I'm like, yeah. I met him he had an office thing around Modico. I don't know if he still has it. I went there about twice. I was speaking on some event things behind the scene. And when I meet him, like I give him heads up. It might not be too much. I just feel like, and I'm not even one of those people who benefited directly from what he was doing. But at times it will be fun that when you watch most of those people who have benefited from him on TV, they might not even talk about him. And most of the time when Cameroonians don't talk about you, believe me, it's not good thing that they have to say about you. If they really poke their store and they want to speak, they'll be like, I know what I'm talking about, we just talk at today. And what will come out, you will not even believe. It will be worse than you could have. You knew that it was bad, but you know that it was as bad as they really felt about you. So most of the time when people are not talking about somebody who I felt like they should be talking about you, I don't think they have the nice things to say. I just assume the worst for me. That's just me and my maybe pessimistic mind. Yeah. So I think those are some of the things. In the beginning, as I said, I'm going to that light. But we should also be very aware that when we go out there and we are blaming the government, we are blaming Nigerians, we are blaming the fans, we are just our problem. If we are not grateful for what people have already given us, when we have statements like that, I've not put even 25 in my career, I have heard artists tell me things which I'm like, man. Yeah, I will not go into some of those details, but yeah, it is discouraging because like now, I'm one of those guys who has always invested in entertainment, is investing in entertainment and wants to invest even more in entertainment. When you hear things like this, if not that way, some of us are just passionately cursed with the love of entertainment, you don't see any reason why you should still be in this thing. Because he's somebody who has given his all. I think he might not be a genius, but he's a smart guy who would have had some other career in some corporate communication job. But he came and spent his time. And at that time, I think when these guys started coming up, it was not really a proud career to be with. But like those rascals, what did that guy do? Those rascals, they're actually smoking banger or something. So a young man who had his focus to dedicate time and able to build this thing. Now people have had their bigger names and their own things and their careers. Those who had, they know them. But what does he have to show? And I always tell people like, I thank God I not used like my school fees or some my house rent to invest in entertainment. I would have been suicidal or I'd have been a murderer. But because I knew like, okay, I'm not expecting anything from this. I just want to see this thing. Whatever I lost in it, I was just like, yeah, keep it moving. Yeah, I had my other things going in my life, so I bounced back and I'm still being okay. So I'm imagining somebody who really dedicated that much to entertainment. Hearing him say this is discouraging to us, but even worse still, a lot of guys in MTN, people in the diaspora who want to invest in entertainment, when they hear this, what do you think they think about? Do you think they're encouraged to invest? But we'll be complaining every day. We are just shooting ourselves in the leg every day. And I always tell the artists, if you people don't learn, if you people don't change, nothing will change. We'll cry, we'll blog, we'll go live, we'll insult, but we'll just stay there, we'll be okay till we change.
Yeah, definitely. We need to, like the mindset thing, like when you spoke about the whole gratitude thing, you attract what you are grateful for. If you're not grateful for something, then there's a high chance that you probably not get the more of that thing. So let's talk about our sponsors, Echo.online.
As usual, I'm here to push, talk, support everything that looks like it's building the ecosystem. Echo Online is one of those tools built for independent African artists who are suffering from no sponsors, no market, no information, no structures to help them monetize. The government subsidies don't even get to them. This one, the power is in your hand. You have all the structures you need. You don't need any government. Your subsidy is what you sell, you get your money in your phone. So Echo Online is one of bridge. Is adapted to the African reality. Payment methods are adapted to the African realities. What first step? Create a profile of Echo Online. Take your link, share it on all your social media handles. Encourage your fans daily. Daily. Ask them to follow you. Follow you. You observe your numbers growing. Follow me. Follow me. Once you have a reasonable amount of or number of fans, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, then you can now start trying to monetize your art, selling your music, streaming your music, organizing events, selling your tickets. When you are booked for events, you sell your tickets. There's a analytic background on Echo Online where you can use it to make strategic decisions. Where should I push my music? Where should I organize my concerts? Where should I sell my merch? Where should I focus my ads when I'm doing, let's say, Google ads or something, or YouTube ads? Where should I focus it? This is where my fans are. Things like that, based on analytics. So with Echo.online, you could do all of these solutions and the payment methods. Your local fans can actually support you directly. Mobile money. They could buy using mobile money, put out your money and reinvest in your career using mobile money. So Echo.online is actually an answer to all of the African artists' problems. Guys, jump on board. Some of the features are under development, some are fully developed. Jump on the site, start building your following. So that by the time all of these things are fully built, and you're in contact with the management and you know you can get background information, background analytic, in-depth things, and which normally I always tell people Kanye can be part of Tidal. You can call Jay-Z to get information. If you in Cameroon, you are selling your music on Tidal, you get no information. If you build a rapport, some partnership, strategic relationship with the Echo team now, when it blows up, you can call them up like, guys, I want to sell my tickets. Can you do this for me? Can you push it like this? Those are things you should be thinking. You should be thinking strategic. So Echo Online is to answer these questions. Guys, put yourselves on Echo Online, build a solid following, and try to monetize your art.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Just My Opinion podcast. Subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button, and see you guys next time. Bye.